his pregame. Last year was a tough year, lost his mom. Didn't play as well as he wanted to. Speed sweep to the near side. A big gain for the Battlehawks. Just underway in Arlington. For the UFL. This time it'll be Jacob Sailors. Around in the backfield will make something out of nothing, and Jaden Price met him first. Third down and long coming up, Robert. There's a timing-based offensive attack. Battlehawks 49 in this season. Play clock winding down. Wilkins falls down with a snap. Ball popped out late. And this play is still alive. Chris Odom takes it back the other way. And a touchdown is the call from 39 yards out.
Yeah, as Manny Wilkins plans to go forward, you see that right leg just gives out on him, and we've seen that enough time with quarterbacks where line go to.
Luis Perez, the quarterback, an empty backfield, looking to throw it. And right in front of the goal line, the pass corralled by Zay Winstead. Line to stand out for the Pirates. And the two-point play is good. It is 8-0 Renegades.
So now you have to move on. It's next man up, and I hate to say it like that, but you're the St. Louis Battlehawks. You can't be worried about your quarterback going down. You got to try to win a football game right now.
Blake Jackson with a crease. And ahead to the 43. Cole, did you ever have a starter go out to an injury that early in a game? We honor Rodrigo Blankenship, Georgia standout, a 56-yard field goal last week, and a 55-yard attempt on the way this week. And Blankenship bangs it home. Oh, you hired him as the head coach back in '99 when he was just 39 years young. Clay Brooks from the line. Cut, a maneuver, and brought down near the 30. We check in again with Cole. This run attack. On full display. Leads the UFL and rush yardage. He's going to be tackled behind the line. Falu met him quickly, and a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Had the one snap on the two-point conversion, and then coming up in their first possession and stopping this Arlington team.
Marquette King gets it away. Pearson right up the gut. With field position. Ball comes out. Top on top of it. One immediately cashed in for a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Perez, wide open, into the red zone. Renegades have to hurry. Long had a gleam in his eye talking with us this week about some of the special in store for St. Louis. Pop pass to the edge. Payton. Oh, he got there. Vontae Payton, another touchdown for the Renegades.
Scrimmage is really the only one that's going to have a chance at this, because once Payton gets outside,
that went in motion. Sailors the running back, stacked up and driven backwards. We'll check in again with Aaron Dolan, our sports. 2 touchdowns already. Near the end of the frame on 3rd down. And tugging across the middle, wide open is Mims. That will move the sticks. I think he is competitive kinds of players, and he is just more reserved in the process. Going to take off and run, and be brought down near the 40. Charlie Thomas III. Signed with the Browns. Cup of coffee back in 2023. It's 3rd down. Duggan needs 14 for the Battlehawks. Going to float one deep, man-to-man coverage. Intercepted. Chris Claybrooks. Well, he turned around. He was playing center field, and perhaps the easiest INT of his young career. A 50 attempt from here. Instead, they'll roll the dice. 4th and less than a yard, and the screen, there it is to Sailors. An easy first down and a lot more. Big play for the tour in business. Feels like one of the longer drives of this season in the UFL. Duggan's going to be swallowed up. A race to the quarterback, Chris Odom, the Arlington native, with a kiss.
Come on, Cole. We'll take a look at that one.
Rodrigo Blankenship back on the field, connected from 55 earlier today, and this effort from 31 is good as well. 3rd down and have been trying to run uphill the entire half. Manny Wilkins out, Duggan in with time, pressure, And he didn't have very much time. Third down at 16 for Perez. Looking long, Perez heaves one deep, man-to-man coverage. And it's caught. Rumbling into the end zone, Tyler Barnes.
Including a fumble return for a touchdown. And you got to feel like if you clean some of this up, you're right in this game.
Dug in, gobbled up again, driven down. Pass was intended for third down and 6. Certainly within range of Blankenship. Battlehawks 3-9 on third down today. Dug in. So, and another sack. It was Chris Odom. Blankenship back on the field. 2 for 2 today. This attempt from 53. And Rodrigo Blankenship with authority bangs it through. Full house backfield short. This has been a problem for the Renegades. And it will be again. Lassoed behind the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Smith. Danny Hunter at a running back. Flankies. It's a battle of wills at this point. These two defenses making so many plays. Screen goes to Seth Green, and a big play on Renegades. Their first down since way back at the end of the first quarter. We asked Chuck Long this week, are there different ways you can get the ball to Winston? He said, no, we like what we're doing, so center step for Hunter. And the Battlehawks up to the challenge. Perez sold it a little bit.
He sold it. Salesman. It was unnecessary.
16-9, second down and 7, and picked off, intercepted by Willie Harvey. Here come the Battlehawks. Touchdown.
He's sitting right here in the middle as Willie Harvey. It's zone coverage, and watch him read the eyes and how early he breaks on this ball. Luis Perez hasn't even thought about throwing it, and Willie already breaking because that's where the eyes of the quarterback go. And once he catches it, it's just a foot race. And if you're a linebacker, you better run a foot race against those offensive linemen. The middle linebacker, Willie Harvey, trusting what he sees, taking a chance.
Stadium with Static Payton on the end-around racing towards the end zone. Javante Payton. It'll be first down and goal for the Renegades. Chuck Long, the craft for the Renegades. Gain of 23. Day Hunter. The pivot through the pocket into the end zone. All the way across the goal line. Still a 1. Let's see what happens on the conversion.
Danny Hunter's legs are so strong. He's got great contact balance. This is the extreme of it, though. Ability to stay off the ground with multiple guys falling all over you. Up until that point, Arlington had been 2 for 2 on 2-point conversions. It's what they do. It's what a lot of people in this league do. I don't mind them going for 2 at all.
Pump fake, and Duggan in traffic again and brought down another sack. The Arlington defense, they're 6th.
It's an off-season emphasis of his, that speed, quickness, and agility.
And he's been working on that to try to be more mobile in the pocket situations like that. Allen driven backwards towards midfield. Here's Perez. He'll extend it. And then not for very much longer. He's going to step out of bounds. Chris Garrett. Battlehawks will be forced to punt. 6 minutes remaining in this game. Hoffrichter gets it to Price. James Price, a stutter step and a path ahead of the that's it.
53-5-man protection too, so if you have a pressure, it would get home.
How aggressive you want to be here as well with this touchdown lead, and Perez sacked back behind the 30.
To create that initial pressure.
Talbot Pinto has the most sacks in the UFL. In week before. Pearson, you mentioned special teams. Great starting field position for the Battlehawks. Duggan, the Heisman Trophy runner-up. Same year he led TCU to the national championship game against Georgia. He'll buy some time across his body. The pass is there. That's a first down, St. Louis. St. Louis 1 for 4 on fourth down this season. It all comes down to this. 4th and goal. Intercepted. Renegades survive. It's Harris bringing it back the other way. Ojeda going to take it to the house. And the over somehow hits on the pick six from 100 yards away.
Duggan trying to hit the slant, just a little behind the receiver. And then Ojeda Harris is Johnny on the spot. Football, it finishes in the end zone. A frustrating possession inside the 10-yard line for the Battlehawks. And what started as a very promising down the field, they abandoned the run game on those last two plays.
Two-point attempt after the penalty. And here's Perez. Gonna float back, and it's grabbed. Devontae Payton had a touchdown in the first half, and the two-point conversion in the second.
They put together a couple of drives. But really, this was a team effort. A couple of defensive scores. Special teams came up with a big turnover to create a touchdown. So a real team effort. Wasn't a virtuoso performance offensively, but that defense for Arlington is fine.